Hello, hello to my fellow survivors. Welcome to another episode of Just Breathe Oracles. So, you guys, I was getting pulled really, really hard to do a reading. And I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to do a raw, uncut reading, like with just in the middle of my life. I have two kids that are up, one asleep, and that's it. I told myself, I'm just gonna do a reading anyway, and just be raw. It's not gonna be that quiet of a background, but I really got pushed to do one, like really, really, really bad. Like they were calling, do a reading. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what's going on out there because I'm getting the fact that I'm doing this right now. That tells me something because I would normally not do this. Like when I have like a noisy background, I don't be thinking about cards. Like when my life is hectic, like I have been up since like 4 or something, you guys. It is now going on 8, like 9 o'clock. It's going on. I have been up since 8. No, I have been up since 4. It is now 8 something. All right, so let me just get started. Momo, don't scream, okay? Are you gonna be a good girl while mommy do her reading? Be a good girl, okay? Be a good girl. Don't scream. All right, you guys. Let's get the first message. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got finality coming out, farewells, leave behind closure. Okay, so something can be ending, and I did mix a little bit of tarot into this deck as well. So we got a few tarot cards coming out. We got the Hierophant. Okay, I haven't did tarot in a while. Tarot makes me happy inside. I like tarot. But yes, and so pretty much something is ending and it's causing an awakening. That's what this is. Something is ending in someone's life and it's causing a major awakening. Someone can be having just like a real spiritual. Somebody can be having like a spiritual awakening, pretty much. Yes. This person could be becoming more aware of things. He or she could be becoming more spiritual, maybe reading about more like God and like just, praying more, things like this. Somebody's having a spiritual awakening. Something's ending in somebody's life. Somebody can really been going through it, could have been really, really been going through some trials in their life. And things are ending in this person's life, but I'm having a feeling that this is a good ending. Like, since you're having a spiritual awakening right after these endings, that means that these, whatever's ending, are things that are meant to end. You could be paying out a lot of karmic debt. Say if you were just going through a lot of bullshit, like with family, friends, lovers, whatever, and you have relationships that are ending. These can be relationships that have been hindering your growth and that should have ended a long time ago. So that's why it feels like you're having like a spiritual awakening after these endings. You can be feeling like there's like weight lifted off of your shoulders. And we also had the Two of Wands in reverse, though. It says inner alignment, fear of unknown. Okay, so even though these endings are good changes in your life, Mama, you can be. TV on. Okay, baby, I'm gonna cut it on. Okay, right now, go sit down. Even though you're feeling that, you're kind of like you don't know what's next. Like you decided to let some shit go, but you really don't know what's next. You can be a person that was really scared of change. You can be a person you're not very comfortable with change. So all these endings, which are good endings, because I believe this is things that were hindering your growth. Now that these things are ending, you're kind of like, what's next? Like, you don't know what to feel. You're just like, how you could be very codependent, or maybe people are codependent on you. Like, it's you. And now that you're not taking care of certain people, or now that people aren't taking care of you, you feel very like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I don't know. I'm used to depending on people, or I'm used to like providing everything, or whatever it is that you feel. Okay. Hey. You're not being a nice girl. Once I got hosed for guys, what else did you tell me about? Okay, that flipped right in my face. Okay, it says second chance, reconcile, making amends, opportunities. Um, you can also feel like there's a few things that you would like to. It could have been a few things in your life that you weren't pursuing, due to, like I said, a lot of things holding you back in your past. You're having a really hard time looking forward to the future. You don't really know what the future holds, and that being said, there's a few things that you probably wasn't pursuing, or some projects or whatever it is that you were kind of like putting it on the back burner due to all these karmic cycles that you were trying to close. So you could be really thinking about things that would make you happy, things that you didn't really fully pursue that you would like to start pursuing now that you actually closed out some cycles. So that's what this means. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so we had a few coming out. We have legal. Okay, you can be having some legal issues, some court. Okay, you have long call. In it to win it, learn long-term intentions. So you know what? But this coming on after, you can be ending a marriage. Yes. With these two cards coming out together, I believe this is, my intuition is telling me that this can mean that you can be ending a marriage. And if it's not a marriage, it's something that you put a lot of time into, a lot of investments into. So it can be something that was like a marriage if it's not physically a marriage. So I do think this is some sort of relationship that you were in that is now ending. It was a huge weight on your shoulders, but now that is out of your life. You kind of don't know where to go. Your brain can still be used to like whatever toxic cycle you're in. You're kind of like, peace feels like you don't know what to do with it because you haven't had peace in so long. Okay, so lost. You can be feeling very lost. It says ghosted, disappearing acts. You could, people, you know, I'm just going to say how I feel. I feel like you could be ghosting a lot of people. You could be like in solitude right now. You're like doing disappearing acts. Like people probably can't really get a hold of you. And you're kind of not really talking to anybody. You could be like not replying to messages and things like that. Like you're ghosting people because you're seeking for peace. This is somebody that's seeking for a lot of peace. Okay. Let's take out Holy Spirit, guys. What else would you tell me about this? So we got a few cards coming out. We got someday, somewhere, anytime, another time, I'm sorry. You could be thinking about somebody that, even though you're not pursuing it, in the back of your mind, you're still thinking, well, maybe one day, someday, it would be nice. There's somebody that's on your mind and you're thinking, you're not pursuing it, you're not really in the energy to do anything like that, but you're still thinking maybe one day. Okay. A truth oracle popped out and it's photographs. Or you could be having memories of somebody, you're thinking about somebody. So a photograph came out, it says photo memories, souvenir card. Yeah, there's something that's making you really reminisce. And also another thing that can be happening is you can probably really be reminiscing on good times of this marriage or relationship that you were in. You can be really reminiscing on the good times that you guys have had, because photograph is right underneath legal, and this legal card gave me separation, like of a long-term relationship, like a divorce. So you can really be thinking about all the good times that you guys have had, and yeah, you're like reminiscing on it. Especially if it's freshly ended, you're like in the grieving stage right now. I know what that feels like. Because when you lose something that was once very special to you, it's like a death in the family. Like, say if this is something like a marriage, like it feels like your marriage, when your marriage dies, it feels like a family member died or something that was so important to you died. It's like not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. I felt that. Towards the end of my marriage, I felt like it was really hard. It was really hard. Okay, I have this one more card, escaping. Yeah, this is another. Okay, so the escaping card is right underneath the long haul card. And this was kind of, talking about something that's long-term intentions. you can be escaping this relationship, like you're trying to leave it, like you're reminiscing on the good times, but this thing that was once dear to your heart has gotten so toxic that you feel like you need to really run away from it and escape it. Um, Even though it means so much to you, but you know it's not good for you anymore. It's toxic. It's you don't feel like it can be any repairs. You don't want to repair it. All you want to do is get away and get peace. Like you don't want to deal with any of this shit. Like I know how that feels. So you're escaping whatever this is. You're trying to escape it. That's probably why you're ghosting people, because you don't want shit to do with the toxicity anymore. And that is a good place to be in your life when you're just over it and all you care about is peace and the wind. Like, I know this may sound like cheesy, but when you're, hey, oh gosh, hey, no fighting. Shh, no fighting. Let me do my reading. No, I'm almost done. When you're in a stage in your life that feels like all you want is just like peace, like just sitting somewhere by yourself with like fresh air and you feel that breeze and you see the beauty of the sky and how beautiful nature is. That's when you can really appreciate like things like nature and trees and fresh air. Like those things seem so beautiful. Like when you're in the stage of all you want is peace, you really will appreciate like the things in life that is free, like the beauty of the nature and insects and bugs and shit. Like it's just like you start to appreciate small things, and I feel like that is where you're heading, and that is a really good place to be. Like that's a good place to be. It really is. Okay. Give me this. So I'm gonna end this, you guys. I think somebody really needed some uplifting, and I feel like that's why my spirit guys was really like pushing for me to do this reading, because somebody needs to hear some uplifting. So I'm gonna end it though. I'm gonna pull one more and end it because it's just, yeah, there's only so much I can do when I have to be a mommy. Okay. All right. Can we get a conclusion for the collective, please? Okay. So your conclusion is the sorry card, the unspoken apology, eternal regret. So you're going through a dark night of the soul. And this solitude that you're seeking for, you're also going to be pushed to really, you're going to be pushed to really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're going to go within and you're going to start thinking of things you could have did better. And you're going to start thinking about mistakes, and you're going to start thinking about things that made you get into this situation and why you were so drawn to whatever toxic shit that you were in, you know, and you're going to start thinking about, you know, what's wrong with you. And that's also really good. It's called a reflection. You know, you're going to start reflecting on things that you could have did better. And you may start to feel like you owe a few people an apology, you know, because the sorry card came out. So you may start to feel like you're just going to start thinking about all the fucked up things, and, you know, and then you're going to think that you owe people an apology. And then you're really going to want to you're going to want a clean slate, and you're going to try to be better. You're going to want to do things better. And I think that this is like a good journey. Like somebody is on a journey of really reflecting on things and fixing things and healing. And when you heal, you're going to feel like a whole new person, and you're going to truly be able to be happy in your life. And you're going to be content with who you are. So yes, okay? Okay. Okay. So that was a word. Okay, that was a word right there, y'all. Okay, that was a word. Ta-ta now.